Oh, look at that. A great view of battle time. Folks, here we go. Grand Finals. Splat Zones on Mako Mart is what we're going to be starting off. We have a beautiful comp coming from both teams. We are familiar with both of these comps, really. Henlo wearing the Wiper, Birch on the Pencil, Thunder on the 52 Gal Deco, and Keen playing the Octo Shot with strikes.
Ooh, yeah, it's so easy to forget about. There's so many shots. It's hard to remember which is which. But you as a shot player, you would be the one to know.
I gotta know, right? Of course, on the side.
Ooh, barely surviving that bomb! What a good early pick!
Already cap on zone for He-Mad. He-Mad also running the Slosher, Hero Slosher, running Zap as well as Shot in 96 Deco with Kraken.
He-Mad has to come in hot here. They were just playing earlier, and they need to get as many sets done as as many games as possible done and dusted. You know, they've got a long grind ahead of them here.
And talk about a long ride here. Players jumping in for He-Mad, trading back and forth.
Oh, what a good shot there by Max!
The zone flips over in favor of Bare Minimum. Now switching back over to He-Mad. A flank on the side by one. That's going to be Thunder. Throwing screen out to apply added pressure.
Oh, and walking right into the Zuka. Sometimes the screen hurts herself. You don't know what's on the other side. And that Zuka is going to be great for He-Mad, as they can probably get this zone here after a great pick. Nolan out here with that 96, really showing who's who.
Making sure that RNG is in their favor, making sure they're throwing a lot of paint down and falling for any picks that might be needed.
Wow, that Kraken goes off and they get to live. Going for the chase here. Is Nolan going to follow all the way around? Finding a place in position.
Hunty with a beautiful pickoff. Look at this Shark on the side. Gets one. Nice job, Max.
How long were they there?
Oh, down goes Hunty. Max still on the side. That is a further of their lead, by the way. 40 points remaining. You can hear the calls behind us. They are shouting out every pick they get. And it's going to be Bare Minimum that needs to cap this zone for a chance to work on their penalty points and get more down, and that's what they'll do.
Yeah, fighting that Wiper paint is really, really difficult. You do not want to let Henlo get a really good position here, because getting the Wiper out is really just not something you want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to be able to take place of where all these players are. The stamp came out. Where they're going to find the pick. They know what players around them. They go down. 2 players down. 3 for Bare Minimum. He-Mad now with player advantage, capping zone and holding forward on the stack.
Now, if He-Mad wins this, I think Bare Minimum might want to stay away from zones.
Yeah.
Because this is a lot of movement, a lot of pressure, a lot of aggression that's came out on this particular zones match. This is only our game 1, though. Who knows where we're going? This is a best of 5. Is that Kraken trying so hard to get across the block?
Trying to cause some trouble, and they're going to go ahead and stop that push. That's going to be a cooler hop. Now that's penalty points over for He-Mad, and they're working on their normal ticks now. Only 20 left to go.
Ooh, that's only like 10 seconds or so at this point. This bucket coming out, just trying to slow down Bare Minimum. If they don't get back to the zone, the Strike's coming out, trying to cap.
Strike can't hold it.
That's going to be it.
Game number 1 to He-Mad. Yeah.
And that's 1.
Look at that.
1 of 6. They need to win 6 games. 6 games.
The trash talk comes on out from He-Mad, making them know they're mad, they're angry, they're vicious, and they're ready to take games. Wow. The pop-up is so well-deserved. He-Mad knows it. They want this win more than anything.
They had to climb back up for this. They had to go to losers. You know, if you're on the side of Bare Minimum, the only disadvantage you have here is that you had to wait a while to probably play. You know,
absolutely.
He-Mad was just playing. How long was Bare Minimum waiting? Quite a while, much more than the minimum, because we had 2 sets that went on. Well, Bare Minimum just kind of. They were waiting. They were like, you know, chilling, probably hanging out with friends. It's part of the LAN experience, but the tournament is only one part of these events, fellas. Like, seeing people experiencing the joy of Splatoon all around you. Like, when you're at home, you might not know too many people that know Splatoon. If you're lucky, you do, but some people don't. But you come here and you realize everyone's here for their shared interest. We love Splatoon.
Yeah, exactly. There's...
Yeah! Oh, I love you, crowd. You're wonderful. You're fantastic. I hope they can hear that.
That's my favorite part about the LAN, man. The crowd can hear us on the commentary stand, and they love just chiming in with any and everything. He-Mad now securing game number 1, and Bare Minimum, you know, this first part of the bracket, or part of the final grand final match, is that the team that hasn't been on the stage for a little bit, hasn't been warming up, they've been waiting. This is their time to figure out the other team. This is their time to start figuring out what they want to start running, the kind of comps they want to deal with. You name it, they're figuring it out in this set. And worst comes to worst, they lose this set, but they learn a lot from it and they can bring it into the next. But it's up to HeMADD to hold that aggression and hold things forward. Now our counter pick for game number 2 will be Inkblot Art Academy Tower Control.
Oh no, this is a fast tower control. This is a snowbally map mode.
Yeah, this can be a one push 100-0 if every player gets set up perfectly on this map. Again, tower control, you have 2 to 3 checkpoints depending on the map. I believe on Inkblot it is 3.
We'll find out because I don't remember. Also, I took a look at Start GG.
Yeah.
That game that HeMADD took off, that was their first loss of the entire tournament for Bare Minimum.
Wow.
They've been perfect up until now, and if I was Bare Minimum, I'm not going to take that.
No. Bare Minimum now dropping that game might be fueled up. That's fuel you're adding to the fire. And they're going to be looking at this as an opportunity to push back and push back hard. They want this win, and they want an opportunity to start turning things around.
I mean, we've had our fair share of games on Inkblot Art Academy Tower Control in the past, and you know, I think it hasn't been our best at lands consistently. And every time I see it, I'm like, oh, Inkblot TC. Because, like, it's so important to have somebody in control of those stacks.
Yeah,
if you are not watching those stacks, somebody can be there. Someone like HeMADD's Max, who was already spending so much time hiding on those ledges in Mako Mart. TC stacks could be where Max really does some damage.
Yeah, and there's the chime. Game number 2 underway. The crowd's going wild. Tower control Inkblot.
You get the 52 with the screen here still. The wiper, the bucket, 2 gals!
Whoa, 52 gal being popped out on the side of HeMADD with double wall. That could be huge if positioned properly. It seems that HeMADD's going for a lot more of an aggressive approach. And that's Hunty, by the way, switching off of the shot, going to 52, holding that ramp immediately with Nolan.
Honestly, fighting an aggressive squad like Bare Minimum, you kind of need the aggression. I think this is a good idea for HeMADD.
Wow, look at that already there.
Oh,
that's a delayed wipe. That's a delayed wipe. And now they're holding their top left plat area, trying to hold on. Max is going to jump over to Nolan on the side. This is first checkpoint cleared. Max is resetting. Kraken's going to come on out.
Yeah, this is wild. This is a backless comp. I just realized I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, that Kraken. Oh, Nolan, you're a menace on that Kraken. Oh. What's this?
You don't need a backline if you're just getting everybody before they can even approach.
I don't know if this flank is a smart idea because now you're pressured away and the tower control is being pushed. Oh, but they get picked off. This is now tower slowly returning back, but look at this aggression they're holding. It is just Hunty alive. Can they get a pick?
Ooh,
yes, they
Hunty
will.
Going
Hunty
for 2?
finds 2.
A great way to slow them down. Honestly, that flank probably did save them. It did make the members of Bare Minimum look away for just a moment.
Yeah.
Just the right way.
All right, down 26. That's a huge push. 2 checkpoints cleared. Thunder goes down to Hunty. Hunty spotting them out, playing patiently. Look how much orange is on the map for HeMADD.
Ooh, the
Sam
hammer.
comes out. Can they find the pick in time? Henlo gets killed by the Kraken.
He had like 2 layers of chase going on there. And Nolan barely escaping. Okay, not escaping with their life, but you still got to respect the effort here. Birch here trying to get into position, wants to get on that tower, but has to wait out that bomb, wasting some precious seconds, giving HeMADD some time to be able to regroup.
They're trying to hold on here, get as much pain as they can. Looks like they're going to try pushing this tower. Hunty on the rail, kind of poking at the other player, saying this way, they need some help. There's 2 on me. Hunty gets 1. Who needs support? There you go. Nice trade-off. It is a 2v1 situation.
It's just a gal, and that's going to be a wipeout on the side of Bare Minimum here. At least they did get their cooler, but Shadowin's going to get their cooler next, allowing HeMADD to start pushing it. We talked about it earlier, the aggressive push with the cooler. You don't want to go 4 down, but you can truly be out there. No one's willing to do that. Ooh!
What? Wow, you heard that correctly, folks. That was a direct shot with the Kraken, but the timing of the jump out made it so it did not fully connect. That's happened.
Perfect.
That's happened twice today. That's insane. Henlo goes down. 2 players now on the side of He-Man holding side. Thunder goes down, or goes up and picks up Hunty.
And you can hear the crowd starting to clap.
The crowd's ready. This is a call of offense or defense, and this sounds like a call of offense for the side of Bare Minimum.
Thunder trying to find a way in here to try and force their way onto the base here, getting past that first checkpoint. When you think about it, you know, He-Man, they did not get to the 3rd checkpoint, so if Bare Minimum can get there, they still have 2 minutes to do so. They can toss around and Max completely catching that stamp right as it comes out. So unfortunate.
Max doing an excellent job of getting that pick. Keen holding this top with strikes, popping them out, seeing if they can start pushing forward and holding that by the first checkpoint area by that right stack. Max is sharking. Do they see them? Oh, now they make their presence
known. What Max does, and here's Nolan's Kraken coming out, trying to go around, trying to catch Birch. Is Birch no?
Now wait a minute.
Do they know?
This is player advantage here. The Kraken's gonna get punished immediately by the stamp by Henlo.
There was so much fighting going on there too. I was like, this is the thing when you have this high-level Splatoon gameplay is can you keep up with everything that's happening? There's so much, so many battles, so much speed.
One pick apparently with a splat bomb. Henlo moving forward, getting 2. Henlo looking for 3. Can Henlo get it?
Henlo is going down with that hammer, but they'll be back with it soon, I'm sure.
Is that checkpoint? Birch couldn't get it. That's a wipe by Nolan with the bag.
The 1 tick left on the tower checkpoint too. They gotta go back and get that again.
Wow. Wow, 50 seconds left on the clock. He-Man in a great position right now. Playing the offensive, players going down.
Oh, and the clapping getting louder here. It can psych out players, honestly, hearing all that clapping. But you've got the opportunity here for Birch. But halfway to that cooler, backing up a bit, trying to get Nolan to be out of position. But do they catch Nolan? Is Nolan able to get away with their life in this one? Fighting Henlo in this corner, 2v1.
Nolan doing an excellent job of just focusing their life here, playing around the paint they have available. 20 seconds left. It is a 4v2 on the map at this current moment, and it is He-Man in the lead. If Bare Minimum can't get these picks and start pushing mid, they're not going to get this tower in time. Final 10 seconds.
I think this is going to be it. It's 2 down. 2v2 here. The tower has to be taken by Birch here. Birch going for the swipe. Make sure you stay on that tower if no one's on there.
Oh,
that's going to be it. The hammer
They're
getting
on.
them a little
Can
bit
they
stuck.
Hold? They can't hold.
They're trying to keep people
get on.
Oh!
Look at that.
A great pick
Saying,
by that hammer, but unfortunately they weren't able to climb back on.
He's
what
saying,
a game.
where are you at? Nice try, towers, hours, you couldn't get on. That was a beautiful pick with the stamper, but they weren't able to hold down. And I'm sure you heard from home, the crowd counting down those final 10 seconds. Overtime push was started, but it was not enough. He-Man holding on, securing game number 2. One more win away from a bracket reset.
They mad.
They are so mad. They're fuming. They're ready to go.
They're
want
parched
this win.
maybe too. That was an unfortunately empty water bottle there.
Gotta be able to fuel up from those bananas earlier. We got that protein.
That potassium maybe?
You know
both?
what?
Both?
A little bit of both, right? A little bit of both.
How much protein is in a banana? Help some. Feels like
look
it,
it
right? And we're locking in also to our counter pick here. We'll see what it is in just a moment. A number of map modes could finally be Bluefin Zones. It's not Bluefin Zones.
Humpback Pump Check Rainmaker. Another very snowbally map. Oh man, this is a map where you could push to 1 and still lose.
Yup, and
You
it
could still
happens
lose.
plenty.
Also, there is 1.3 grams of protein in your average banana.
Ooh, better than none.
Exactly. Gotta wake up. It is currently at 9 o'clock the local time. These players gotta wake up. They gotta get jazzed. They gotta put in all their efforts here. Again, He-Man, 2 games won. Bare Minimum has to win this game for an attempt at a reverse sweep. Or He-Man's gonna take it and we're gonna go to a bracket reset for a chance at 5 more games max.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of games that can come out of this if that's the case. And if you are Bare Minimum, if you take this game, you lose the counter picks.
Yes. Yep.
You no longer get to make that plan. You have a hard fight to get back up. We know Bare Minimum is strong. They sent He-Man into losers originally. He-Man can't get too ahead of themselves here.
Yeah, they gotta play this one game at a time, right? Sure, you might be thinking this is it. This is one game away, and this is why mentality is so key in the game of Splatoon. You have to have the mental of playing this one game at a time. Don't think about the overall set. Take it one game at a time, one map, one mode, and focus on that. And make sure you're coming up with whatever you need to do. Strategies, coordination, specials, call-outs, you name it. You're thinking of everything you need to secure your win. Ding, ding, battle time. We're going into game number 3.
It's time for Bare Minimum to put on a fight. Ooh, and we see was that a Tri-Slosher Nouveau? No one's got a backline!
This is an anti-backline comp. No one's running a mid lane 96, but that's about it. Hey, I'm so intrigued by this cooler slosher pick because now your coolers aren't going to be as frequent. Look how fast that Shadow Wind was able to get it on Zap. Zuka popped out immediately on the side of Bare Minimum. So far, no direct picks on the field. Both teams trying to stay alive. Trade off by both of the gals. Another pick goes down. He-Man with player advantage, and they're running towards first checkpoint.
You know, honestly, I'm not going to look the other way when it comes to that Tri-Slosher Nouveau, though. Tri-Slosher is so strong on this particular map.
Yeah, this is it right here. This is a nice push to the checkpoint. Here comes the Kraken. They're trying to fight it. One goes down to a bomb. Oh, man. This is player advantage. This could be a huge lead.
Team coming out here with the Zuka needs to land a shot on that Rainmaker, missing their main target, getting caught by the strike, but at least it is all out of here. Oh, Nolan!
That's a wipeout. That is huge. Bare Minimum now has to run this Rainmaker across the entire map here, try to get the first checkpoint in order.
Oh my god, they're so fast.
Yeah.
Thunder already in this position here, ready to slow down anybody that might be in their way. Don't back up into that bomb, Thunder. Very important.
Remember, this is a game of holding forward. This map can snowball, and right now, Bare Minimum, player advantage here. With one with the, that's 2 players down.
The bomb on the wall. But this is the thing, as you said beforehand, Rainmaker Humpback can go anyway. We're only a minute and a half into this, and we already have a 60 and a 22 on the scoreboard here.
Oh, Henlo looking for the pick. Oh, that goes down. Shadow Wind's built different.
And Shadow Wind held 2 players off from Bare Minimum here, so they could focus on the objective.
Wow, talk about dipping with a zap, just like old times. Wow, Keen though gets picked off. That's unfortunate there.
It's gonna be a 2v2.
Oh, the jump on one. Can they get Keen? Yes, they do. Nolan got it.
It's all about staying alive here. As you were talking about beforehand, Nolan's done a fantastic job of using this 96 gal deco without becoming too much of a target.
Oh man, there it comes. There's the Kraken.
That Kraken holding them off here. Can they get past their 22?
They're going to try their best to try to push on forward. Zuka's coming out, gets 1. 2 players remaining. Zuka barely getting Shadow Wind. They have to back up here to stay alive, hoping to hold that Rainmaker further. Lodo going in for the rush in on the Rainmaker. Will find it, but
see that there. 2 players going down there. Back to a 3v3 for a moment here. But He-Man, they're saying 22, more like 20 who? They want more points.
They want it all. They want to knock out this game. They want to quickly get this game going, but it's going to be Bare Minimum with the player advantage on the field. Not a lot of paint down on the ground, but they're going to use that to their advantage, hopefully trying to find some players along the way.
Here comes those coolers, too.
Zuka, can they find a pick?
Oh, and someone's on the side over there catching players off guard. It's Shadow Wind.
Ooh, you hear the call-outs and also the crowd chanting it through. They are cheering for these teams to keep going forward. They want to see the bracket reset.
Yeah, they want it real bad, and right now they're getting it if nothing changes.
Thunder!
Ooh, this wall fight. Thunder coming out on top here.
Oh, they're running the
Rainmaker running, and they don't see it.
They barely caught it. Getting a pinch opportunity there to hold that Rainmaker. Thunder holding on to mid right now. There's Max on the side. They slot him out. Who's going to win that 1v1? Thunder playing it smart, backing up. Rainmaker now being pushed to the right side as Nolan's going to crack it on it and get this jump pick. There it is.
Unfortunately, can't do anything about that. You see that Kraken? You just gotta walk away. You unfortunately have to sacrifice your teammate to that.
Absolutely.
Now, if you're Bare Minimum, you need the paint. You need to go. You need, well, you already got the checkpoints. That's important. Ooh, Keen.
Nice pick by Keen. That Rainmaker is popped. Again, 1 minute, 15 seconds remaining on the clock. Keen goes down.
Nolan has been in the right place at the right time so often here. Is Nolan going to be able to get this RNG jump shot with the 96?
They're backing up to stay alive. They don't want to go down here, but
almost
look at the
Kraken
position.
Again. You know what that means. Henlo, you might wanna go before that Kraken finds you.
In the worst position they could feel right now. Henlo has to hold this Rainmaker alive, try to drop it and reset it, but Rainmaker will get them out.
That's the Zuka finding them finally. Henlo had that Rainmaker for so long, too, just waiting for the opportunity. Burst with a good pick, falling into a bomb.
Wow. Unfortunate. 40 seconds remaining on the clock. Max trying to save life, but will go down to Henlo,
but this is actually a pretty good snowball opportunity for Bare Minimum with more players up, ready to go.
Birch is going to pick this up and try to run it forward. Now this is going to have to be Birch holding on to the Rainmaker as they go forward. Strikes coming out.
I don't know. Is anywhere for Birch to go for that? And that's what He-Man wants. 2v2 here. Max is waiting for an opportunity. No need to grab that Rainmaker right now, honestly.
Oh my gosh, this could be it. This could be the swap.
Thunder holding
Rainmaker
forward. This is the chance. They have only a few more points to go.
They have to go. They got lead. They got lead. They got lead. Only 5 more seconds to go.
That's hop back pop track for you. But He-Man's going to have one more chance to take this Rainmaker across the field. They've done it once. They can do it again. Max trying to catch players that might be watching the Rainmaker in advance. Getting caught by Henlo there. A 3v3.
This is a 2-point game difference, but they have to run the map all the way, the Rainmaker all the way across the map. They have to fight through mid. Timer is counting down. Zuka comes out. Can they find the Rainmaker? Can he get it? No.
No, Keen doesn't get the Rainmaker. Hunty's still alive there with plenty of time on the clock. 35 seconds left on that Rainmaker. It's going to feel like an eternity longer that Hunty has to stay back there. Is anybody able to flank around and get Hunty? Coming around the corner. The stamp almost getting a pick there. It's only Hunty.
It's just Hunty.
Run for your life, girl.
Hunty, live. You got to live. You got to go. But you don't have time.
To go.
That's the game.
Oh.
Bare Minimum. Barely holding on.
Lovely. Thank you, Cactus. Your turn.
1-2 is the score. He-Man now has a huge opportunity here for a counter pick.
They can pick what they want.
They can pick what they want, minus the previous game that they won on. They might be able to choose. I love the photos of their profile picture. Bare Minimum, putting in the effort.
I'm so sad because I don't know the reference, and I bet do you or no?
I don't. There's someone else who might. Sour Breaks.
Yeah,
I know Sour Breaks has that on their screen all the time, but usually at the crowd, they got a good chant.
You got the clapping going on. So exciting to see. This is Bare Minimum's opportunity. They're like, hey, we really need this reverse sweep. We don't want to have to play another set.
No, they want to be able to end this here right now. He-Man's probably thinking, all right, you took one game. Sure, go ahead, take it. We don't care, because we're going to go to Barnacle and Dime Clam Blitz. We saw them absolutely do their best against West Coast Gaming on this map mode. They're very strong here with it. And you know what the best part about this map is? It's very flat.
This is true.
It's very flat. You have great opportunities here to pressure. And I wonder...
At the same time, Bare Minimum has Henlo on that wiper.
You're right.
And
that
flat
wiper
map.
is good for Stamper.
It's good for Stamper. It's good for wiper in general.
Yeah. That's going to be so interesting to see exactly how they're going to pull this off.
He-Man has won and lost on this map. They won when they had it. They lost on the counter pick.
Yeah. Bare Minimum now is going to have to look at this and think of their one clam economy, right? That's going to be so huge. And these players, they're playing at the top level, right? These players are going to know where most of these clam spawns are. So they're going to be able to try to coordinate a monster push. And that's what these players want to do. They want a huge one-push finale to push as hard as they can, get a huge score from these power clams and normal clams scored, follow it up with strong defense, and end the game.
Yeah, they want it to be done here. They want to go to Game 5 as soon as possible.
Absolutely. This could be an opportunity where Bare Minimum could win this game, and we could see a Game 5. And hey, for all we know, if He-Man takes that Game 5, we're taking a bracket reset regardless.
It's true. They could end up bringing us to a 10-game set if we're lucky. I think the chat, the chat would love it. The people here would love it. I almost called the people here in the LAN chat. Oh, no.
Here we go. They're sticking that same comp from before.
We're still backless.
There we go. Sasha comes on out.
Wait a minute. Thunder on the 96 Scouts Echo?
Wait, what? Over 52?
We got Krakens on both sides.
They're going for maximum range. They want the max range to be able to be poked, and they're going to give it out their all.
Yeah, I mean, you said it before, this is a flat map, and there's a lot of reach. I mean, having a backline gives you more reach on a flat map, but This is fighting. This is punching.
Ooh.
This is high-level punching.
This is high level, back and forth, trade blow for blow for blow for blow. Look at this, players trading all over. The defense right now is for bare minimum. He-Mad holding forward. There's Zuka might find a pick. Oh my god.
Dodging both those shots is bananas.
Ooh, can they get the pick here? They get
Thunder.
one.
Thunder waiting. Thunder
Nolan.
finding.
Can they find the pick with the Kraken? No, they gotta get back. They gotta get out.
Run for it, Nolan. They know you're there, Nolan.
Oh, Nolan turns around.
The 96 fight. All right, Thunder holding the fort really good here. You know, after watching Nolan be super aggressive with that 96, I can understand why Thunder would say, you know what? What about me? What about me, huh?
Yeah.
My turn.
Wow, look at that. 2 players down on the side of bare minimum. He-Mad. This is such an even game. You have no idea how even this is, everyone. This is a back and forth fight for not even to score, just to hold mid.
Yeah, no one's had the chance to release. We had like one chance, but the clam opportunity is right now with bare minimum. They do have more clams on the field, building them up, but if they get splatted, they're going to lose them before they can use them.
Ooh, nice trade-off there. A jump-in's going to be on that ramp. It's going to be only the zap for He-Mad. Bare minimum, this is their chance to hold that front ramp, and they're going to have a strong push ready. 16 clams, that's 2 power clams on hold.
Oh. Barely evading that, and the bomb's going to take them out, though.
Down to the
combination of that chip damage, you cannot forget about the chip going on here.
Oh, Zit, they're going to score. They're going to score 40 points.
And it's not like these players are gone. If Thunder can sneak back in, they can put more in. Keen also hiding out here. Does Keen have clams? Oh, Keen isn't alive right now.
But Henlo jumped behind. They don't see Henlo from behind. Henlo's going to try to get one, but no, Max finishes the job.
But it's a great way to keep them from being able to start scoring right away. Birch having the time, the opportunity to get back on that ledge. So hard to fight a tri-slosher when you're over there.
Yeah.
So difficult.
Absolutely. Right away, Birch is going to pop that cooler. Soda being called
Refreshing.
out. You gotta love to see it. Defensive mode. One goes down to a busy. Nolan with the Kraken gets one. Can they find another? Yes, they do.
We love
That's
to see
2.
it.
Nolan holding on strong here. Jumps coming on in. Last 2 players going to the left side for bare minimum. Oh, and a Kraken.
And the Kraken trying to stop all this before it can even get started, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of players going down on the side of He-Mad there. Taking everything back to a stop. We're going to see both of those power clams disappear. So
Max is sharking.
Max
finds one in the trade. Okay, that's good. They needed a trade there. Bare minimum, 2 minutes left they have to hold. Just a lot of offensive defense, and they are going to be holding really strong here.
Oh, Henlo being so brave. They're going through that entire like forest of bombs, trying to grab things. You got to remember, bare minimum has a lot of chip damage here. Those fizzies, those torpedoes.
Ooh. Oh!
Keen
Zuka takes down 2. They are clutch. Keen gets 3.
This is bare minimum trying to get that snowball going, getting in another clam as well, bringing it down to 40. He-Mad gonna need 3 whole power clams worth of clams, and still it's not gonna be enough.
Oh, but Birch trades off on the side, down getting Max. It's gonna be a 3v3 situation. He-Mad is gonna be holding on strong, but they're gonna be poking out of that left side wing flank.
Dude,
and
they're
the Hunter
mad.
goes down. They're so mad. 1 minute left on the clock as the Kraken comes on out by Nolan. Nolan looking for that pick on Henlo. Henlo trying to run away as Thunder pop the Kraken of their own. Can they get out? They get away. Henlo can't trade though.
Oh, and that's going to be 3 down on the side of bare minimum. This is going to be the time to push. But do they have the clams? They only have 9 clams right now. Are they passing them around?
They have 10. They're passing them around. They're building it up. Can they find that pick on Keen? Keen staying alive. Power clam still not made.
That drop saving Keen's life there. You got to remember those map changes. All right, and there's the opening here. They still have the power clam back at the base, but I don't know if now is the time to go and jump and get it.
No, it's only 30 seconds left. I think He-Mad here should look to reset here. Hold forward on that ramp and just stall it for another push. Hunty might go down here. Do they get a trade at least? No, they don't. Hunty goes down.
All right, we're going to have Max here. We're going to have a power clamp. So they're guaranteed to get overtime. Throwing that, throwing the hammer is really scary. Adds to their pile of chip that we know they have already.
Shadow
Here comes the
cooler. They're in offensive status. Here we go, folks. This is going to be a 20-second overtime. They have so many clams. Oh my gosh, they get 1.
With a great
they
pick
get
here.
2.
They have to start throwing those clams right
this is
now.
It. This could be it.
And the power is still back in base. Do they have any more
They need 2 clams.
You need 2.
They need 2.
You gotta get them in. They have
Do
none.
they have enough?
They have no clams. They have no clams.
That's gonna be the game for bare minimum.
They almost had it, you know? He-Mad making sure to make a statement that they are not done here.
Oh, look at that. Did you see that? Bare Minimum returning the favor, returning the trash talk, saying, what's up? Yeah, that's right. You're at the brink of a reverse sweep. How do you feel?
Ooh, you know, some people in chat saying they woke up.
They did. Bare Minimum had to just feel the water, and it only took them 2 games.
Yeah, they
And
lost
now
a couple
they're
of
here.
games. Their perfect record, scratched.
They're hoping to only lose those 2 games, and that's it. Bare Minimum is 1 game away from winning the entire tournament. He-Mad 1 game away from a bracket reset at a chance to win the tournament again.
Now the question is, what does He-Mad do here? What do they pick?
That's a good question. What do they pick, right? They could go to Clan Blitz again.
They could go to Bluefin Zones.
They could go to Bluefin.
Or can they go to Bluefin Zones? Did they win a Zones? They did win a Zones. They
won
might
a
not be
zone,
able to
so
go
I
back
don't believe
to
they can go to a Zones, but you have Rainmaker. You have Tower Control. We haven't really seen it yet, I don't think.
Well, they won the TC game on Inkblot Art Academy.
But I think it's only the previous game that you can't counterpick, that you won on. So they might be allowed. I could be incorrect about that. And if I am, then there's an opportunity there that they can only go to the 2 modes. But they got to try to pick something good here. And they're thinking. They're trying to be strategic. What do they pick? What do they go to? What do they choose? What will help them get the upper hand to win the game? Who's at Turf War? Yo, calm down. No Turf War.
There's no way.
What?
There's no way. No way.
No.
I want to see. We
No.
can make this Koshian. We're Koshian out here.
We're not. There's no way the crowd just said Turf War, bro.
Please? Yo?
Gentlemen's Turf War?
Or maybe they're just holding it, you know? It could just be, you know, the spec cam screen right now. You know, we could be lying to you guys. You might not see any of that TW out here.
Yeah, these teams, they're deciding. Okay, I think they locked it in. Pico was given the word. We're about to find out what the map mode combination for the counter pick for our Game 5 of Grand Finals is going to be.
We're going to know before you know it, folks. Could it be Turf War? They're moving it away from Turf War. It's not Turf War.
Okay. What are they going to? Let's find out. The crowd's ready. The crowd's chanting. The crowd wants to know. We're going to be going to Umami Ruin Splat Zones.
All right, so then you were right. It was the last mode they won on was TC, so they can't go to TC, but they can go to zones.
Umami Ruins has a dual zone platform. So you have to try to cap both sides if you want to keep those points going forward. And if you dare get to that far to an overtime push, you need to have both in your favor. Otherwise, that's the game. And this is going to be a match I guarantee you will go to a overtime countdown. Now, I could be wrong. That could be commentator curse, and if it is, I'm sorry for getting you down. But regardless, both these teams are going to have to give it a roll, and Umami can snowball as well. We've seen it before on stream and off stream that this map can have a stronghold for an offensive team when it comes to pushing the enemy plat and zone area.
Yeah, getting into the enemy base, it's really hard to get players out of there.
Yeah.
But one thing we know is Bare Minimum has a lot of chip damage.
Yes.
So I feel like they have a really good shot at being able to get out if they get locked in. And this is going to be both these teams. Speaking of locking in, they're going to both be locking in here. I think it was you that said Gridlock in, right?
Gridlock in, that's right. The crowd's ready. They're waiting for the last players to ready up. That's right. Let's make some noise. Are you guys ready for a Game 5?
I'm ready to go. I hope you are ready to go, Cactus.
I'm so ready to go. I'm ready to go. I am excited. I am ecstatic. The crowd's ready. Production is ready. The players are ready.
There's
Ladies
the
and gentlemen, here we go. Game 5 Grand Finals.
This could be
Let's
the
go.
end or the start of something new.
Here we go, Vic. Let's see what we
boy.
got. 96 out from Thunder once again. Similar comp again from He-Mad.
And still, no backline.
They don't believe the backline's going to
I guess,
benefit
you
them in
know,
any way.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They did start
Yeah.
winning when, I mean, I think they had the 96 out beforehand on the side of not He-Mad, you know, on their side, but it's been a completely different game for a while here. The drinks coming out from Thunder here, trying to get an early start. Getting that zone early feels good, but of course it does hurt because of the special game that you give the enemy team. And Max working so hard around this entire thing here. We got a bucket on both sides. Ooh,
that
Henlo.
is a huge wipeout. Oh, they kept the zone. Okay, they capped the zone. Henlo has a stamp already. They're just going to opt to throw it, not finding any picks. That's going to be a lead swap, but 2 specials ready on the other team's side for HEMAD. It's going to be bare minimum with the Kraken going in. Slosher goes down. Kraken, can they find a pick on Hunty? Hunty stays alive, but they want to be able to get that player out of their spawn.
Absolutely. We have Hunty here trying to make sure players don't have too much time to spend in their spawn here. We got go down to 60.
Nice Zuka pick by Hunty.
Can you get one more, Hunty? So close to catching Birch there, but Birch is lurking. Does Hunty no?
Oh, they get Hunty. They need to cap.
Oh,
they
they're so close. Okay, there we go. There we go.
That's going to be huge penalty points given on to the other side for HEMAD. Bare minimum now. They're going to be in the defensive side.
Yeah, it's going to be bare minimum's turn to be locked in their spawn. They're going to have to get out. This is how Splat Zones is. You have turns. You're in your spawn. You're out of spawn. You have the zone. You don't have the zone. You got to make sure you're going for that zone. You're also going to the area around the zone.
Yeah.
Here comes that Kraken.
Ooh, can Thunder find a pick with this Kraken? They want to find one. Thunder looking for one.
And the Hammer's going to come out soon too. Probably Thunder getting one pick. Love to see it.
Is zone gonna flip over in time? Is the lead gonna swap? It's a 1-point lead. Can they cap the
fighting
zone?
for their life out here. We know how good Wiper paints that zone, making sure that HEMAD doesn't get to cap it. 2 down on the side of bare minimum. Who's getting the zone?
lead. HEMAD secures the lead swap, and they're even building it down more. Henlo gets picked down.
Wind. More like Shadow wins.
Shadow is doing a great job at holding this forward. They have to cap the zone if they want to continue this.
Oh, and the crowd is screaming for the defense right now.
Strikes come out. Is it going to swap over? They got a hold, but bare minimum's trying to swap it, and they swap it over.
All right, this has to be HEMAD's game, or else when this ends, everything's over.
Oh man, only Henlo's alive. Can they get the pick? They go down.
Ooh.
But remember, the zone swap. They have to be able to hold this here.
Yeah, they got a lot of time on their hands, but 60 ticks goes by really quickly, especially if you start to panic. But Henlo is getting in position here with this stamp, trying to hold players off, doesn't make a landing, but does throw out a couple of those torpedoes, forcing HEMAD to pay attention to Henlo, whether they want to or not. This is going to be the Kraken coming out here. Henlo's going to walk in with this Kraken, trying to steal this zone, trying to force HEMAD out of position.
Max finds one. That's a huge lead. Only 1 player alive. That's 2 remaining for bare minimum. 20 points remaining, folks. 20 points, and HEMAD will win for a bracket reset. Last 10 ticks. They have to hold.
Oh, that zone going across the whole entire thing here. 6 ticks. Can Henlo get this zone back? It's going to be a 3v3. Got half the zone. Can we get a pick with this Zuka here? The drink's coming out on the side of HEMAD. 2 players going down. No!
They hold. They have to keep holding. Just paint the zone. A couple more points and you win the
Shadow
game.
going around the back of the zone. You're trying to cap it. They can't hold.
They're fighting for it. It's a fight for the cap. Just cap the game. That's a wipeout. They got it. They got it.
That's
wow.
1 set down.
Look at that. Look at that. They're all standing. They're all up out of their chairs. 1 more set to go.
Do you think any of them thought they were done?
There's no way.
Man.
Wow. I mean,
what
that
set.
was incredible. Look at that. Look at that. They're like, damn, it's no big deal. That's right. We just won. Oh, the KA. That has to be a huge KA.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to see that on Twitter. I know it.
Gotta load up your tweets right now. You know, if you want to stay in tune with the action going on in these lands without being here, follow some of the players that you see on these streams.